What is going on, guys? Noah Brewer here, back again with another video, and today we're going to be doing something that I haven't done in a long time. We're going to be doing a 24-hour challenge. Now you might ask yourself, what kind of thing could have sprung up that sparked Noah back into doing another challenge? So basically, I was at the gun range the other day shooting some targets. It's something I've been getting into recently, and I took a step back and opened up TikTok. I don't really know what I was doing or why I was doing it, but I just opened up TikTok for a second and I saw a viral TikTok that was talking about this specific product that when I saw it, I was like, damn, this has to be a winning product. So I copied the link and I sent it to myself on Skype, and when I got home, I went on AliExpress and I saw if I can source this product. I was trying to find out, how much it costs. I wanted to see if many other people were selling it and whatnot, and so far, I haven't really seen that many other people selling it, and also it costs a very reasonable amount, like under $10. So I believe that I can come out and sell this product for a decent price with a good margin, launch it with TikTok ads today, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll pop a winner. One thing that I do want to say is that this is a completely random product that I just stumbled upon, and I just thought to myself like, hey, I think this would be a good idea to do like some sort of 24-hour challenge where I build the store, create the ads, and show you the results of the test campaigns, and maybe we find a winning product, maybe we don't, maybe it's not a winner. That's kind of how the game goes. I know the last challenge that I did was a 48-hour challenge, and by some force of nature, I guess that's what happened when you follow a proven strategy, it actually worked out really, really well, and I ended up scaling that product to some pretty impressive figures. Literally just in the first 48 hours, we did like $1,500 in sales. The video also blew up, and you guys really, really loved that style of content, so I'm doing it again here for this video today. And essentially what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys the product. I'm going to go ahead and build the store. It's probably going to take me like an hour or so, and then I'm going to go ahead and create the ads. I'm going to schedule them for tonight at midnight, and hopefully tomorrow by like noon or 1 o'clock they spent a decent amount of money. Now, one of my main concerns with doing, say, a 24-hour challenge or a 48-hour challenge right now is back when I did my last challenge, it was super predictable with the way that TikTok ads would spend. And as you guys know, pretty much every single TikTok ad account out there now is having spending issues. So I'm going to be doing something in this video that's a little bit different, and it is also a little bit different than what I talked about in my last spending issues video that should help get our ads to actually spend, and I'm hoping that the ads spend fine tomorrow and we don't run into any issues. Other than that though, I think this product is really, really incredible, and anybody in their right minds who stumbled upon it would probably test it. I think it meets all of the criteria that we go over in the ebook, and it meets pretty much everything that I look for in a winning product on TikTok. So I'm glad that I found it. Let me start sharing my screen here so that you guys can actually see what I'm looking at. So if I go on AliExpress and I look up 100 movies, now some of you might have already seen this product, whatever. I'm not 100% recommending you guys to test this. You can make your own judgment. Once this video goes out there, this product is obviously going to be tested by a lot of you. So keep that in mind. And I do believe that maybe some of you will find a winner with it, maybe you won't, but we're definitely going to be testing it tonight. So the first one that I stumbled upon was actually the 100 dates scratch off poster. Now essentially what this is it's just a big poster with 100 different date ideas that you could go on there and scratch off, and every time you scratch it off it would reveal a new picture. Now upon investigating AliExpress a little bit more, I found a bunch of other scratch off posters that kind of follow the same idea but for different things. So for example, we have 100 dates here. We have this one is 100 movies. We also, I don't know if I could find them all right now, but I have them in a product list already. But there's basically a bunch of different scratch off lists. So I thought it would be a good idea to kind of build like a, not a one product store, but kind of just like a niche store around this specific idea of like 100 things scratch off posters. Essentially what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be picking out like maybe 4 or 5 different scratch off posters, put it all onto a website, kind of like a niche store style. It's going to be like a mix between a niche store and a one product store, but it's not technically one product. You'll see what I mean. I kind of have it in my mind right now. But I think this product is really, really good, and you can see that they only cost like $7 or $8, with shipping probably about $10, and I believe we're going to be able to sell these for about $30. So that's pretty much the overview of the product that we're going to be selling. I guess all there is to do now is for me to pretty much build the store. I already know which ads I'm going to run, and I will not be showing them on camera because it does show people's faces and I just don't want that associated with my YouTube channel. But you can assume they're UGC style content that, you know, is basically native to the TikTok platform. I'm not running commercial style ads here. And I think my plan for actually launching the ads and going in, trying to find a winning product, since we only have 24 hours, you know, I don't want to spend a week testing 4 or 5 different products. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch 3 different posters all at once. So once we get to creating the ads and stuff, you'll see how I'm going to do this. But essentially tonight, I'm going to launch all 3 campaigns for 3 different products. That way tomorrow we have a few different product tests that we can look at. And I think they're similar enough to where the pixel won't get confused or anything. And if multiple of them work at the same time, I see that as a really good thing, especially considering it's a one product / niche store. And if multiple of them work, then we could scale them up normally. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and build the website off of camera because I know I already have videos about how to build websites really fast, but I will show you the finished product. I will show you the finished website, the homepage, the product pages, stuff like that, just so that you can see the kind of structure that I follow when I'm building websites and doing product pages. So I'm gonna go ahead and build that, and then once we get back, I'm probably gonna be creating the campaigns. Right now it is 4 p.m., so I'll probably come back here around 5. I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to build this website, but I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, it's been about an hour. I've just been banging away at the website. I have most of the things done, so I just wanted to come in here and show you real quick that I bought the domain 100 Tings, like TINGZ. It's kind of stupid, kind of funny, whatever. I thought it was fitting for the product because I said earlier like 100 things and the domain was available, so I thought it would work great. You can see that I also made a logo that basically uses this weird font. It's actually 2 different fonts, and I just think it looks nice, and I added the little dots because it's kind of signifying of like the scratch off dots on the poster, if you know what I mean. So I pretty much built the logo. I built most of the homepage. I just need to finish up some things on the product pages real quick and get finished. I'm only going to test 3 of the posters, even though I added 4 or 5 on here. I'm just going to test the 3 that I think have the highest chance of being successful. And you can see I also made this really cool graphic on the homepage where it kind of has like all 4 or 5 posters on there in one shot. So I like to say that I don't put too much time into websites. Obviously, with the amount of websites that I've built over the last few years, it doesn't take me that much time to kind of whip it up, and I'm usually pretty creative with stuff like this, so it's not too difficult for me. But once I get the product pages and everything entirely done, I'll come in here and give you a rundown of everything on the website, and then we'll launch some ads, baby. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right guys, I have completed the website entirely, so let me kind of walk you through every different step of this website. So now, as you know, today is the 25th that I'm filming this video, so I added this banner at the top that basically says free shipping on our scratch posters, and we are launching the product tonight, so the 26th technically will be the last day for them to get free shipping. And obviously, as time goes on, I'll just change these dates. I think this is really good for adding scarcity, and it is something that I have done in the past. I believe I did it on my last challenge as well. You can see for the logo, we've already talked about that a little bit. I basically just went into my software paint.net and just edited this together with text, and you can choose different fonts and stuff. I've covered that in previous videos, in my store building videos. If you haven't seen them, highly recommend checking them out. To the navigation here, you can see we have home, and then we have all the different scratch posters that we chose to add to the website this time around. Now, in terms of the homepage, it's super duper simple. Like, it maybe took me like 20 minutes to actually put together. It took me a little bit longer with the editing, the images and stuff, but super simple. Just did 100 things to do, right? Because that's the name of the store. And if we scroll down, we can see that I have all 5 scratch posters here displayed on the homepage. You can see the 3 that we're actually going to test is going to be the 100 dates, the 100 bakes, and the 100 movies scratch posters. So I added reviews to those ones. I don't think I'm going to add reviews to the other ones just because we're not sending traffic to those pages. You can see that I have 3 testimonials on here for the different ones. So I have one for the dates, the anime, and then right on the homepage, I added like a little GIF that I pulled from one of the advertisements I'm using, and then a little explore button to bring them to the collections page so that they can scroll. So the 3 products we're going to test are all structured in a very similar way in terms of the product page, which I'm showing on my screen now. So super simple. I chose like this really like light kind of like blue and black and white color scheme. Usually what I do for most of my businesses, to be honest, because blue is just a superior color to any other color. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but I know I'm not, so don't even bother wasting your time. But you can see that we are selling them for $29.97, and we have 19 reviews reviews. There wasn't that many reviews on AliExpress, so I did the best that I can. I usually recommend to have a little bit over 20. So for the product description, I followed like a very basic template that I made a while ago. I know this template of a product description works, and I basically just added like a funny little tagline in the front, and then I just said whip out the poster and do this and that, and then I showed a little GIF here, and then I show what the package includes, and then down here we have the reviews that I added to the website. So super duper simple. I didn't do anything fancy. I did download all the images and make them square so it looks a little bit more cleaner. I know sometimes when you upload straight from AliExpress, the images are sometimes weirdly sized, and I just like to download the pictures first and clean it up a little bit. The next one we're testing is the 100 movie scratch poster. You can see everything is pretty much identical, except I didn't have a GIF for this one. And then the next one is going to be the 100 bakes. Same exact thing, pretty much identical product page, same template for the description, just different words. Yeah, that's pretty much the breakdown of the entire website. So we're going to go into the actual ads manager and make all of the campaigns. I believe we're going to make 2 campaigns for each product. So one campaign targeting purchases and then one campaign targeting view content, just to try to motivate the main campaign to start spending a little bit. If you've seen my last video on how to get your TikTok ads to spend, this is one of the things that can definitely help out. So we're going to whip out a total of 6 campaigns. I'm probably going to make them all in the same exact way. So I'm probably just going to show one of them being made live on camera so you guys can kind of follow along and see the exact settings that I set up and everything that I do in terms of making a campaign. And then I'll do the other ones off camera and then show you guys what the finished product looks like. And then I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow and we'll see how the results come in. Hopefully we at least make a few sales if it's not a winning product. And if it is a winning product, then we're definitely going to see some profits coming in tomorrow, especially at this level of spend, and cross our fingers that it actually spends this time. All right, guys, we are in the ad account now, and I'm just going to go ahead and start creating this campaign. Now, I did just make a video on my new testing strategy. If you haven't seen it yet, I pretty much just do exactly what we're about to do now, where I create a campaign following my strategy. So we're going to make this together. I'm going to call this one the 100 dates because we are going to start with the 100 dates, and then we'll make the other 2 campaigns off camera because I'm going to do it in pretty much the same exact way. So basically for the campaign, we just click conversions and then continue. Now we're just going to leave the ad group name completely blank. We're going to skip the pixel for now because I don't want to show the pixel ID, but I do want to apologize for all the blurring that's probably going to be going on here. As usual, in case studies and stuff, I don't want to show too much personal information, and I will be using this ad account in the future. So, I don't want to show the ad account ID or the pixel ID or anything like that. So just bear with us while we blur the things out. So obviously for placements, we're just doing TikTok. We're going to turn off comments for this one. I know on the last one we left comments on, and we're also going to turn off video downloads. We're going to skip audiences. We're going to put in United States and Canada. So just the usual 2 countries that we target. So gender, we're going to leave it 100% open. We're going to leave the age completely broad as well. We're not going to do 18 plus. I think this product is good enough to be pretty much for anybody. Now we're also going to do no interest targeting, no behaviors, no nothing pretty much. I might add an interest or 2 to like one of the ad groups in the campaign, but just for now, we're just going to leave it completely broad. We're not going to do any device targeting, no targeting expansion. Daily budget per ad group, $20, super simple. We're going to schedule these for the 26th at midnight, which is essentially tonight. Now, one thing I am going to do, because I have ran ads in this TikTok ad account before, and I know that I have had some weird spending issues going along, so I am going to do day parting. I talked about it in my last video, but I didn't actually show me doing it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it from 10 a.m. to midnight. So essentially, it won't be able to spend between midnight and 10 a.m. So the reason I'm doing this in this ad account, like I said before, I've tested products in this ad account, and previously they've actually spent like the entire budget in a 1 or 2 hour window at a very weird time. So I'm trying to avoid that happening by trying to take control of when the actual ads spend. And I just remembered that we are doing a 24-hour challenge here, so we don't actually have that much time. So I'm going to extend it to 8 a.m. Usually we do 10 a.m. to midnight, but I'll extend it to 8 just so that we can get more spend before noon, because I plan on coming here and checking them tomorrow around noon. So in terms of optimization goal and bid strategy, strategy. We're just going to leave those the way that they are, and just obviously optimizing for conversions and then setting up lowest cost. So I just set up the pixel to optimize for complete payment, and we will be doing a campaign alongside this one optimizing for view content, and that way I think it'll work really good with the purchase campaign to kind of get the ads to spend a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead. I have 3 ads for this product and I have 2 ads under each of the other ones. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up, and then once we get to the campaign page, I'll kind of show you guys how I'm going to duplicate it, and then we'll go ahead and make that view content campaign. All right guys, so we have created the single ad group here. If I jump over here, you can see ad group, and then I have added 3 different ads under this ad group, as you can see. I'm not going to show what they are, but you guys get the gist. So 3 ads under each ad group, and all we're going to do now is essentially duplicate this this ad group here 4 times in the same campaign. So just pick existing campaign, and we're going to have to scroll down to the section where we schedule it and reschedule it for all 4 of them. So I'm just going to do that right now. All right, and that is scheduled. I'm going to click next. All right, so now we have a total of 5 ad groups, each at $20 per day, with 3 ad groups underneath them. And you saw the ad group settings that we created before. All of them are exactly the same. And what I'm actually gonna do, which is a little bit different than what we did in our last video, is I'm gonna come in here, since this is directly a relationship product, I'm gonna come in here and go down to the interests, and I'm gonna try to add an interest for relationships. So we have an interest here called relationships, and it has 53 million people in here. So honestly, probably equivalent to doing no targeting at all, but I just wanted to throw it into one ad group at least and just try it out and see if it helps with our performance at all. So we're just gonna name it relationships, and then we'll go ahead and save it. So now we have 5 ad groups, 4 of them with no interest at all and 1 of them with an interest. Now we're gonna go ahead and use the same exact 3 ads that we have under each ad group here, and we're gonna make a campaign, just a simple 1 ad group campaign, optimizing for view content. This is supposed to help with the spending of the purchase campaign. So I'm just gonna call it 100 dates view content, okay? New campaign, just gonna click duplicate, and the one thing I'm gonna change, of course, is the pixel event. So I'll change that real quick. So we have changed that to view content. Now I'm gonna go ahead and schedule this again. Pretty much every time you duplicate, it's gonna reset, so you just have to reschedule it. No big deal. And I'm actually gonna turn off day parting on this, just because I kind of want it to spend sporadically. Like any way that this view content campaign spends, I don't really care. I just want it to spend. So I'm gonna turn off day parting and honestly hope that it spends the full $20 like as soon as possible, ideally before the other ones even start spending. So once you do that, pretty much just click next and submit, and you'll have your view content campaign created. So if we go to the campaign level, you can see that we have the campaign where we are optimizing for purchases. That's going to be our primary testing campaign. And then we also have this view content campaign that only has a single ad group in it at 20 bucks a day. And remember, we turned off day parting for that one. So these 2 are going to run simultaneously tomorrow. And hopefully the view content one kind of like essentially motivates or gets some data on the pixel so that the complete payment starts spending. And then hopefully we can see some results and pop some sales. I'm basically going to do exactly what we just did on camera for the next 2 products. So for the movies one and the books one, I'm gonna make these 2 exact same campaigns, and then I'll come back here, give you an overview of everything kind of together, and then we'll check back tomorrow and see if we made any sales or not. All right guys, we have completed all 6 campaigns. Didn't take that long, maybe like 15-20 minutes. But as you can see, we did the same exact thing for every single one. We made a purchase campaign along with a view content campaign, and all the view content campaigns are the same. It's basically just 1 ad group at 20 bucks a day, no day parting, just to, like I said, get some spend going on those creatives right out the gate, which hopefully will motivate the purchase campaigns to start spending as well. And I'm basically just crossing my fingers at this point that it actually spends at the correct time tomorrow. I guess we'll see around 8 a.m. and hopefully by the next time I check in with you guys, we'll know, and hopefully we'll have some sales as well. But another thing that I did that I thought was worth mentioning was I did the single interest in each campaign for every single one. So on the baking product, I did food and cooking, and for the movies product, I believe I just did movies, and I also turned on targeting expansion. So I'll kind of show you what that looks like on the back end here. So sorry, I was in the wrong ad group. This is the one with movies with expansion, but I'll kind of show you what that looks like on the back end here, just so that you can kind of see what it means Basically all I did was I put movies in the interest category, so movies right here, and with movies there was only like 2.5 million people in the audience, so it wasn't that many, so it recommended me that I turn on targeting expansion, and I thought that this would be a good time to test it, just kind of like a good setup. I haven't really used targeted expansion a lot on TikTok. I have used it on Facebook and it didn't work incredibly well, but like I said, the audience size was small, so I figured it'll definitely help with the spending, because I don't want to do anything to provoke any spending issues more than we're already going to have anyways. So that's the basic breakdown. These are my 6 campaigns. I can't wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow. Now, I will say this, guys, if we find a winning product and one of these actually ends up being profitable, you have to promise me that you're going to leave a like on this video and recommend it to a friend. Now, obviously the strategies that I've been using in this video, I've been using before, like I kind of already know what I'm doing up until this point, and I really wanted to show you live what it would take to actually put together a store, from the point where you find a product, put together the store, get the creatives, launch the ads, and how you can actually do some things to avoid the spending issues as well. And then tomorrow, obviously, we're going to do some analyzing and see either where we went wrong or where we went right. And maybe even if we do pop a winner, maybe I'll consider extending this to a 48-hour challenge and seeing if we can scale it up a little bit after the first day, similar to what we did the first time. But I'm super excited to see what happens tomorrow. This is the campaign structure, and let's see what happens. See you tomorrow. All right, guys. I'm quitting ecom. So as you can see, it is about 4 p.m. It's 3:40 p.m. We launched the ads and built the store and all that about 24 hours ago. So I guess this time completes our 24-hour challenge. And you can see I got a big old frowny face on because it looks like we did not find a winning product on this go around. Now, I was considering, hey, maybe I shouldn't put this challenge out there, even though I didn't make a ton of money. In my last challenge video, I was gratefully able to find a winning product on my first try, which was absolutely ridiculous. And I thought it was really cool and really valuable for you guys to be able to see that process. And I decided that I'm still going to put this video out there, even though it hasn't performed that great. Now, in terms of the results that we actually got, you can see that we spent about $140 on the ads so far. Now, keep in mind that that's across everything. That's including the view content campaigns and the purchase conversion campaigns. And we've made back about $90 in revenue. So like literally 3 sales, pretty terrible. Now, the reason I decided that I wanted to put this video out there anyways is because I want to show you that even though you can have amazing ideas at the gun range with the boys, it doesn't mean it's always going to equivalent into money. This is kind of part of the game when it comes to testing products and testing your ideas out. Thankfully, with TikTok ads, you usually make a sale here and there, even when you're just product testing, even if you don't have a winning product, so you can recoup some of your testing money. In this scenario, our margin is about $20 per order, so we made back about $60 on the $140 that we spent, which means we only really took a $90 loss so far on these 3 products that we tested out, which honestly is not terrible. Like from a terms of like, you're learning, you're testing products, you're getting the experience. I usually recommend to lose about $100 per product that you test, and we just lost 90 to test 3. So honestly, it could be worse. And again, I just want to stress that this is part of the game. This happens all the time. And I know many people like myself, I'm definitely guilty of this, where I don't show, these types of real scenarios where it's like you have a fire idea and then you put it out and execute on it and it doesn't work because it doesn't like get clicks, it doesn't get views and whatnot. And I know you guys like to see success, and that's kind of what gets attention, but I wanted to keep it real in this video, and I didn't want to, make my channel a place where you can only go to see successes. I also want to show kind of the not so pretty side of ecom. And honestly, if you look at it from a perspective of like, this is a really good idea, I went out there and tested it, I think it had really great potential to be a winning product, but it just didn't end up being a winning product. And I feel like I'm not that down on it. I mean, obviously I've tested tons of products and this happens many times. I guess with the excitement of the challenge and whatnot, it kind of changes the dynamic where like I extra want it to work, right? I'm still fine because I understand that this is part of the game. I mean, most people that get into e-commerce, they don't even find a winning product. Like they'll test 20 to 30 products and not even have a winning product. Thankfully, the averages for me have always been like 1 out of 10, 1 out of 15 products end up being a winner at scale. But let's kind of take a look at the ads so I can kind of show you what has happened. Now, the ads haven't spent their full budgets. Obviously, we made 3 campaigns with a $100 per day budget and then 3 campaigns with a $20 per day budget. So that's about $360 that the ads could have spent today. It is only 4 p.m. and I did do day parting, so they just started spending at around 8 a.m. Now, one thing that you can see is that we are having spending issues on the 100 Bakes product. I don't really know why or what happened here. It seems like the 100 Dates and the 100 Movies products are spending just fine, but in terms of, you know, the view content campaigns, it looks like they definitely spent, and I feel like they definitely helped out. Just for whatever reason, the 100 Bakes one didn't really spend like at all. It spent like $12, and the other two that actually did spend actually ended up making sales. So the 100 Dates one made a single purchase, just so that you guys can kind of see it was not on the interest, it was on the no interest, and the 100 Movies one made 2 sales. Now this got me really excited earlier because this was actually profitable. When I first checked it earlier, I think it was like around 2 p.m. or so. Or no, it was, I guess, earlier, like around 11 to 12. It made 2 sales, and at the time it only spent like $20, so it was a $10 cost per purchase, which is actually really profitable for this particular product. So I was super excited. I was like, yeah, we must have found a winner, whatever. I made a story post on my Instagram and everything, and ever since then it spent another, you know, $20 and hasn't made another sale. So what do I think about this product in particular? I think tonight, if the results continue the way that they're going, I'm probably gonna let this one run another day, just because it did show that little bit of promise in the beginning, and I might actually order the product and make my own creatives so I can test out better creatives for this one. As for the other two, I'm probably just gonna kill them tonight, you know what I mean? Like if they don't end up making more sales and whatever, I think the 100 Dates one has definitely spent enough money by now to where if it was gonna be a winner, it would have made more sales already, and the 100 Bakes one just flat out isn't spending. So I probably will let the 100 Movies one run another day because I think there is a little bit of potential there. Even $21 cost per purchase on that campaign is just about break even for this particular product. So again, not terrible. There is still some promise there, and I'm glad that we were able to make like at least a little bit of a return on our ad spend. And you know, we didn't take a full loss of $150, more like a loss of $100, which to test 3 different products out honestly is not terrible. Like if you only lose $30 to $50 per product that you test, you can test a lot of products, get really smart with your product research, build up a ton of experience, and probably find a winner for like pretty cheap. Like if you found a winner within 20 products, for example, you would only have to spend about $1,000 in testing. So again, not terrible. I think that it is definitely a shame that this didn't work out the way that I was kind of expecting it to, but again, I want to keep it real and kind of show you guys the back end of like what you can expect when you're actually out there coming up with ideas, putting them out there and seeing what happens. Sometimes it works out like in my 48-hour challenge video, and sometimes it doesn't, like in this challenge video. And I hope that, you know, kind of seeing everything and seeing the whole process and how it played out was equally as valuable to you on both ends of the spectrum, right? You got to see what happens when a product does really well, and now you get to see what happens when a product doesn't do so well. Essentially just turn it off, right? Like there's not much more to say. I might let this one run another day, and who knows, maybe between right now and tonight I'll make more sales on the 100 Movies, and maybe that'll actually end up being a winning product. I'm not 100% sure. If that does happen, I might come on here and make an update, but honestly I'm expecting the worst at this point. I'm not really expecting this to be a winning product after seeing the first day's results. So I hope you guys can respect the fact that I wanted to come on here and show you that maybe it wasn't so pretty, but also maybe there were some lessons to take out of this, that even people like me, even the ideas and the product research and the testing that I do doesn't work out 100% of the time. And I think any other person that has made a lot of money in e-commerce can relate to this, and it's probably a sigh of relief to see me upload this video even though it didn't do so good, just because it's like, oh, okay, you know, I don't want to idolize this business to a point where it makes it seem like too good to be true, because it really isn't. Product testing sucks. Like it genuinely sucks. You want to get to the scaling phase as soon as possible, but it is 100% part of the game. Like there's not much that you can do. Nobody has a 100% success rate, and you can't really guarantee that a specific product is going to work. Now, I'm not going to lie, from my experience and stuff, I kind of knew that this product was at least going to make a few sales, but in terms of profitability, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, and that's why testing products consistently following a proven method is very important. Hang on one second. Literally right as I was filming the outro to this video, we popped another sale. Hang on one second, because I just filmed an entire outro and, you know, basically closed it off, but I thought this was pretty funny. I don't really know what this is going to turn into, but I figured I'd come in here and show you while we made the sale, like literally 2 minutes ago, or not even 2 minutes ago, like 30 seconds ago. Pretty cool. So I don't know, guys, maybe the 100 Movies poster is actually a winning product. Like, I don't really know what to expect. Like I said, this was a 24-hour challenge, and that 24-hour ends in 10 minutes. So I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Maybe I'll come on and post another update into this video, but I thought it was funny that literally right when I was filming the outro, I popped another sale, which turns the 100 movies campaign into a profitable campaign now. A $14 CPA is profitable for me. The margin on this product is about $22. So I don't know, pretty exciting. If nothing else happens, cue the outro. But if I make more sales, then I guess we'll talk here in a minute. All right, guys, we are well past the 24-hour point, but I wanted to throw this in here just so that you guys can kind of see how it played out over the next day. So one of the products is actually currently breaking even, which actually pretty surprises me, because if you remember on the first day, this product made like, I don't know, 2 sales, like 1 or 2 sales. It wasn't good. It was pretty bad. But just over the past, like, I don't know, 8 to 16 hours or so, ever since I filmed that last clip, it's popped a few more sales. So right now, as you can see, the 100 movies scratch poster is at 6 orders, which is $180 in revenue. And you can see we have a total of $140 in revenue. So with the product cost sitting at about $8 to $10, that's about breaking even. It's losing like 10 or 15 bucks, but it's pretty funny. It's pretty cool to see how it's actually breaking even. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the creatives that are underneath this product are terrible. So it surprises me that they're performing this good, and I want to keep it running just because I think with better creatives, it could perform a little bit better. And this is like one of those rabbit hole situations, because I have a product here that is not performing incredibly well, but it's still at least breaking even in the first day or two that it's running. And I launched new creatives, and those new creatives have already made a sale. There is one sale today that didn't track, as you can see. Today we've actually made $90 in sales, and if I go to the spend and look at the spend, we've spent $40. So we're actually profitable today by like, I don't know, $10 or $15, something like that. So I turned off all the other products. Now we just have these 2 campaigns running. You can see, even though we made 3 sales, only 1 of them tracked. You know, like there's only so much that you can do at that point. But I don't know, I just wanted to throw this in here before we finish off this video. I'm about to start editing it right now. I don't know how this is gonna play out, but I thought it would be valuable for you to kind of see, you know, maybe this will turn into a winner. I mean, I'm honestly expecting once I put this video out there, a bunch of you guys are probably gonna run to the website and fuck up the pixel. So I'm not really expecting it to turn into anything, but maybe I can get new creatives and try to launch it, and maybe I'll come out with like an update video in a week or so to see how it plays out. But I still think this product is a winner. Maybe I could, you know, turn it into something, but I'm still gonna put this video out there anyways, because I think it's very important for you guys not to just see like this crazy success, like $1,500 in the first 2 days, but I want you guys to see kind of what a real situation is. And in this situation, we also ran into like kind of this rabbit hole situation where now I have to, you know, decide, should I just stick with this product and get new creatives and keep going down that rabbit hole, or should I just move on to another product? Because there are products out there that will perform way better than this. I guess the thing is, like, once you see traction with the product, once you see a little bit of, you know, promise, you don't really want to let it go. And I think as long as it's breaking even, I'm probably going to stick with it. Maybe I'll launch new creatives. I'm not sure what I'll do with it yet, but I think it is worth going with a product until you lose $100. So as long as it's breaking even, or, you know, in this case today, like once I turned off all the other campaigns that didn't work and launched the new creatives, we're actually profitable today. So I don't know, maybe it'll continue going in this direction. Maybe I can keep launching new creatives and keep on pushing it, you know, in a profitable direction. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope it was super valuable to you to actually see how like a real life situation kicks in, you know, like from idea to store creation to getting the ads, launching the ads, and then analyzing the ads once we have them. And I hope that, you know, maybe going a little bit over the 24-hour window wasn't like pushing the needle, because I know it was supposed to be like 24 hours. So I'm not considering this a part of the challenge, but I did want to show you guys what happened, at least so that you can actually see. But if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you leave a like and a comment and let me know that you want to see more challenge style videos. There's a lot of things that I want to try, and I want to start making more exciting content for you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope it was valuable. This is Brewer, and I'm out. Peace.